Bill Clinton once said that if it means that teenagers will stop killing each other over designer jackets, then our public schools should be able to require their students to wear uniforms. Hello, everyone. My name is Taekwon Bigelow, and in today's speech, I'm going to persuade you on why it's important that students wear uniforms. 6 out of the 11 people who filled out my survey say that they actually wore uniforms in either elementary, middle, or high school. Me personally, I wore them in all three, actually. In elementary, I had to wear blue shirt and either blue khakis or brown khakis. In middle and high school, in middle school and high school, it wasn't as strict as elementary. We had to wear collared shirts and either blue or black jeans. It was still like a certain attire, rather than, certain. As elementary, it was certain, like you had to be very strict. But in middle and high school, it was a little bit less strict and more chill, I would say. But by me experiencing wearing uniforms and basically my whole life is how I can tell you guys that wearing uniforms actually does make a difference. First, uniforms actually can decrease bullying. It doesn't stop it, but it does decrease. By students wearing uniforms, they are less likely to be picked on from students. Uniforms, I remember being in school and seeing students being picked on because they didn't have on the latest fashion, or they had ripped shoes or ripped jeans, or they wasn't wearing the latest hat or whatnot, whatever the case may be. By uniforms, everyone basically kind of looks similar or the same. So, you don't have to worry about making sure, or being picked on because you don't have this or have that. Secondly, uniforms can save parents lots of money. During summer, parents tend to spend hundreds of dollars on their children to make sure the children have the latest Jordans or the latest fashion, and that tends to get expensive because growing up, since wearing uniforms, I didn't, have that issue, or my parents didn't have that issue, but I remember going out and I still was a big shopper. So if I didn't have to wear uniforms, I know my parents would spend lots of money, would have spent lots of money because I like to shop. So uniforms can save parents lots of money because you can get 5 shirts or 5 pair of pants and 5 pair of pants, and that's way more cheaper than spending hundreds of dollars on the latest fashion. Thirdly, school uniforms can keep students focused on their education rather than clothes. Today's generation, they're so focused on the latest pair of Jordans or the latest fashion trend, the latest pair of ripped jeans, that they tend to lose focus on the real reason that they're actually going to school, which is to learn. So by students wearing uniforms, they can focus more on why they're actually going to school. They don't, students aren't worried about what he or she is wearing or what he is wearing or why I don't have that or whatnot. So I think that helps a lot. Last but not least, uniforms make getting ready for school way more easier. It took 7 out of the 11 people who filled out my survey more than 45 minutes to get ready to get ready for school in the morning. I remember growing up, even with uniforms, it took me a long time. But I remember my little brothers would get ready for school, and it took them. My little brothers and my sister would take her actually over an hour to get ready, because she couldn't find out what to wear. She would have like 5 outfits out. So with uniforms, you have a certain attire, so you pick out your one shirt and your one pair of khakis or whatnot, and get ready for school. There was actually a day I remember my sister actually missed the bus because she couldn't figure out what to wear, and my mom wasn't too excited about that. But however, in conclusion, uniforms are great and should be implemented in schools throughout the world. If uniforms can decrease bullying, save parents money, keep students focused on their education, make getting ready for school way more easier, then I say implement them in schools throughout the world. I encourage you all to write the school board, or even attend a meeting, and to explain the importance of wearing uniforms in schools. Thank you all for listening, and have a great day.